2023 American Flat Track Series. Man, it's been an interesting off season. We decided to add a second rider.
I'm Ryan Wells from LBN, New York, racing for the Motoanatomy powered by Royal Enfield race team. Turned professional when I was 16 in 2012. Was a 2016 singles champion, was a runner-up a few consecutive years. 2017 I made the jump to the twins class and was the twins rookie of the year. And fortunate to get the Royal Enfield opportunity to work with Johnny and the whole crew and try to get back where I feel like I belong.
I wanted somebody that could be faced with some adversity. I need somebody that can stay level-headed, keep a positive attitude, be thankful, grateful for the experience, and somebody that I felt like I could work with. Adding a second rider is going to be really tough on the crew. We're already struggling with parts, but it was the goal of eventually having a two-rider team to, have more of a presence. It looks really good when there's two riders and kind of add some more flavor to what we've been doing. And I also know that, if we have some issues, that Ryan's gonna hold his head up strong and fight for another weekend.
I found a new love for racing motorcycles again this past winter, training with Johnny and everything like that. So any track that we go to this year, I'm gonna try to find the positives in it and just give them it all.
So there's some new things happening with the series here in 2023. First of all, we're down from 3 classes to 2. We're gonna run the Mission Super Twins and the singles.
When we started this program, it was production twins, and that was the goal. We thought the series would stay that direction. We didn't think we would be going super twins this early. I've been joking with everybody. It's like, I feel like a rookie. Taking that feeling and kind of using it to my advantage, having those butterflies and working through those emotions and calming myself down, but then it shows that I'm still hungry.
Dallas Daniels doesn't get the start he wants, but Johnny Lewis sure does. Lewis fights him off on the Royal Enfield. He'll lead him down the back stretch into turn 3. And how about Johnny Lewis? 5 laps in, and he has led every single one with 3 to go.
Leading laps out here in the Mission Super Twins class. That is impressive.
Johnny Lewis cakewalks into the checkers, and $5,000 here tonight in Middletown, New York. That is a huge win for Johnny Lewis and Royal Enfield.
It's been 3 years of development and racing and improving and learning, and now we're year 4, and it's 2 riders and it's Super Twins, and it's us at the highest level now.
When I learned that Royal Enfield was going to develop a race team, I was skeptical. But to know that Johnny Lewis, who is one of the most articulate test riders, would be developing this bike, all of that skepticism evaporated.
When they announced that Johnny was going to be riding the bike, I started paying more attention because Johnny's a hell of a rider. He can ride any kind of motorcycle. He's proven that by putting several different brands of motorcycles in main events. So for Johnny to take on this project, I knew he had to believe in it. That made me start paying attention. Maybe this is real. Maybe he's going to come out here and do something, and he has.
The Royal Enfield bike has established itself as a true race bike. It's a bike that is competitive, it's fast, it's sexy. He's made this race bike a viable competitor. You don't win the Lima half mile by mistake, you don't chance into it, you don't luck into it. That was a battle of attrition. And not only did the bike persevere, but so did Johnny. And so for me, it put a stamp on whether or not this bike would forever be a cafe racer or a competitive race bike. And it proved itself on that side.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Mission Food Sacramento Mile.
Mid-season, we were at Sacramento, and we thought we had something for these guys. It was the first mile of the year, and we realized pretty quickly we didn't.
Ryan Wells having issues on his Royal Enfield.
we were riding the shit out of these things, and they were just getting hot and losing power. So we made the main, and we decided at that moment, hey, let's not go out for the main event. Let's save the motorcycle because it is mid-season. We have a bunch of races back to back. And then we also skipped the next 2 miles, which was Lexington and then DuQuoin miles. So we just knew we needed to take the time and have the resources to finish strong on these half miles and the other short tracks and TTs, but at the same time work towards Springfield Mile. Springfield Miles, it's unique, it's fast, it's always fast. Coming off the corner at 90 mile an hour, up to 130, it's so intense.
It's gnarly doing it by yourself, and then it's even gnarlier when you're drafting somebody.
Oh, watch out. We're stacking them up.
Yes, we are.
Hang on to it.
Oh, down into the air fence.
One rider down, that's Ryan Wells, the 94 Royal Enfield.
I'm all good. Definitely rung my bell a little bit. Completely caught me off guard when it all happened. By the time I got hit and tried to get to the throttle to turn out of it, front wheel just got sucked into the air fence and it just face planted me. If you would have asked Johnny 2 months ago if we would have made it through both days at Springfield Mile, he would have said hell no. So the fact that both bikes were running at the end of the day, didn't need to use a backup, I think that's a win in its own.
To finish with a 10th and 11th, I mean, it was a big step that we were able to finish 25 laps 2 times, same motorcycle. To be able to kind of get to this point has been something special. You know, halfway through the season, I was struggling big time, just mentally, physically, just getting through these races. It was tough. You know, the strides we've made this year surpassed actually what I think we thought we were going to be at. You know, it's the first time I've literally finished a season feeling this positive about the next season. We've never been at this point where we feel like we have a plan for 2024, and I got that fire back, and I'm excited to go after 2024 and try to be a top 5 guy on this Royal Enfield.